Welcome to Sri Balaji Academy. Today we are going to see about types of sentences. Types of sentences means வாக்கியங்களின் வகைகள். ஒரு வாக்கியங்களை வந்து எப்படி உருவாக்குறது அப்படிங்கிறது வந்து if we know the parts of speech means this will be easy for us to make a sentence. But you want to find which kind of sentence is that. அந்த வாக்கியங்கள் வந்து எந்த வகையானது அப்படிங்கிறத வந்து நீங்கள் கண்டுபிடிக்கணும். That also comes as a question in your question paper. For example, identify the sentence type like that, or else they will give the question, and then by using that question you can find you want to find out the parts of speech in that sentence. So for that you want to know which kind of sentence is it. அந்த மாதிரி அது என்ன வகையாக இருக்குது அப்படின்னு தெரிஞ்சால் மட்டும்தான் உங்களால் வந்து அதை வந்து பிரிக்க முடியும். So for that before going to make a sentence, we want to know what kinds of sentences are there. So that things we want to know. So today we are going to see about types of sentences. So what are they means? So in Tamil you can tell it as a கட்டளை வாக்கியம், உணர்ச்சி வாக்கியம், கேள்வி வாக்கியம், like that. So here the types of sentences is first one statement, second one imperative, second one imperative or else interrogative we can go, because ஒரு வாக்கியங்களை உருவாக்குனதுக்கப்புறம் நம்ம கேள்வி தான் அதில் வந்து முக்கியமாக இருக்கும். ஸோ தட்ஸ் வை ஐ எம் கிவிங் த செகண்ட் டைப் ஆஸ் அ interrogative. Then you have imperative, then exclamatory. So here you have a 4 types of sentences. So what are they? Statement, interrogative, imperative, exclamatory. So these 4 called as a what? Types of sentences. Okay. So statement means how to tell means செய்தி வாக்கியம். In Tamil you can tell it as a செய்தி வாக்கியம். In English statement, or else you can tell it as a assertive sentence. Okay, you can tell it as a assertive sentence. What do you mean statement means? It gives us some information. So statement means it gives us information. What kind of information you want to know? Simple information only. For example, ஒரு விஷயத்தை நார்மலான விஷயத்தை நம்ம சொல்கிறோம் அப்படின்னா that is one kind of a statement only. So it going to tell us one of the information to our life or else anyone's life. So anyone wants to tell their information to others means that is called as a statement, or else you can call it as a information sentence or else assertive sentence, like that you can tell. ஒரு நார்மலான விஷயத்தை நார்மலான பர்சன்ட்டை நம்ம ஷேர் பண்ணுறோம், உங்கள் வாழ்க்கையில் நடந்த தினசரி வாழ்க்கையில் நடக்கிற ஒரு விஷயத்தை ஷேர் பண்ணுறீங்க அப்படின்னா that is called as a statement. And then second one is interrogative. Before that I am going to tell one example for statement. For example, I reached bus stand. I reached the bus stand. So here you have the example, I reached the bus stand. நான் பேருந்து நிலையத்தை அடைந்து விட்டேன். So this is one of the information you are going to tell it to another person. Okay, so that's why we are called it as a statement. Okay, so I reached the bus stand. So another one example means I went to temple. I went to temple. So here also you have this example as a statement. Because I went to temple is one of the information. That information you are going to tell it to another person. So that's why we called it as a statement, or else we can call it as a assertive sentence. So if you are going to tell any one of the informations to the other person means that is called as statement. So this is about statement. And the second one is interrogative. So what do you mean interrogative means? In Tamil you can tell it as a கேள்வி வாக்கியம். So interrogative. So interrogative means கேள்வி வாக்கியம். So if it's going to ask something to another one. Okay, so statement, it gives us information, it asks any information to the other. Okay, ask any question. Okay, ask any questions to others. Ask any questions to others means so interrogative going to ask any question. So kelvi vakyam means what? So that sentence going to ask some question to the others. So most of the sentence, not most of the sentence, all of the sentence which is comes under the interrogative means that is finished with the punctuation marks of that question mark, punctuation mark of question mark. That most of the sentence, not all the interrogative sentence ends with the question marks. So first example, what are you doing? So what are you doing? This is one of the, because that sentence ends with the punctuation mark of question mark. Okay, and then second example, where are you, or else what is your mother? So most of you don't know the difference between what is your mother's name and what is your mother, I think. So what is your mother's name means the name of your mother. Okay, what is your mother means the occupation of your mother. So this is the difference between what is your mother and what is your mother's name. Okay, so if any sentence ends with the punctuation mark of question mark means that is called as what? Interrogative sentence. So it asks any questions to others. Okay, so this is about interrogative. And then imperative sentence. So imperative sentence means what? Means order. Okay, order someone. So it asks us to do something. So it asks us to do something. So what do you mean it asks us to do something means most of the sentence tell us some works to us. Okay, so tell us some work to us, we want to do that work. So that kind of sentence comes under the imperative. Mostly that kind of sentence must be in a order, must be in a order way. So order way means நீ இந்த வேலையை செய், அந்த வேலையை செய், கதவை தப்பா போடு, ஸோ ஸ்க்ரீனை வந்து திறந்து வைங்க. ஸோ லைக் தட் if you have any order from others means that is called as a imperative. In English you can tell it as a lock the door, open the door, or else close the window by using the screen, like that. So it asks us to do something. Example, what? Any order sentence like close the door and then open the door and then like that we have then close the window. Do the given sum. Do the given sums. So do the given sums means கொடுத்த கணக்கை சரியாக பண்ணிட்டு வாங்க, கொடுத்த கணக்கை வந்து நீங்கள் சரியாக பண்ணிக்கணும். So do the given sums also one of the imperative sentence. So like that we have imperative sentences we have come across in life. So what do you mean imperative sentence? It asks us to do something. ஒரு வேலையை நம்மளை செய்ய சொல்லி ஒரு ஆர்டரோ ஒரு இதோ ஒரு விஷயம் வந்து நம்மக்கிட்ட வருது, நம்மக்கிட்ட சொல்கிறாங்க அப்படின்னா, ஸோ தட் இஸ் கால்ட் ஆஸ் அ imperative sentence. So and then the next one is exclamatory sentence. Okay, so what does that means? Exclamatory sentence. So what do you mean exclamatory sentence means? Exclaim the sentence, exclaim the sentence. So in Tamil you can tell it as a unarchi vakyam. Unarchi vakyam means that sentence going to express the emotion of your feelings, emotion, and else that sentence going to express your emotion and feelings, like that this flower is beautiful, that is normal sentence, that is comes under the assertive or else statement sentence. But wow, what a beautiful flower, like that means that is comes under the as a exclamatory sentence, because you are going to exclaim that sentence by using the word of wow, like that. So that is called as a exclamatory sentence. So this is what exclamatory sentence. So if you are going to exclaim on sentence by using the words of wow, hooray, alas, and then ouch, like that. So like that we have a lot, so etc. So first of all, you want to know where you want to use wow, where you want to use hooray, where you want to use alas, where you want to use ouch. For example, the Taj Mahal is very beautiful. So this is a normal sentence. That sentence is told by anyone to anyone. But if you add the word before the Taj Mahal is very beautiful, means that if you add the word wow, means that sentence going to express the emotion of your feeling, okay, emotion of your happiness. So wow, what a beautiful Taj Mahal, like that. If you are going to tell, means you are going to exclaim that, okay. So அந்த விஷயம் உங்களுக்கு அவ்வளோ பிடிச்சிருக்கனால மட்டும்தான், so you are going to use that word wow for that. So if you are going to use wow, means if it is a happy sentence, means you want to use wow, okay. For example, wow, what a beautiful building, like that. ஸோ ஒரு விஷயம் அழகாக இருக்குது, நார்மலாக சொல்கிறது வேறு, அதை மிகைப்படுத்தி சொல்கிறது வேறு. ஸோ இஃப் யூ வாண்ட் டு exaggerate that sentence, means that exaggerate that normal sentence, for that positive sentence, means there you want to use wow, okay. And then hooray also you are going to use for one happy news. But what is the difference between wow and hooray means? So if you are going to exaggerate that sentence, means there you want to use wow. But hooray, if you want to explain your feelings, means there you want to use hooray. For example, I win the match, that is அந்த விஷயம் உங்களால் செய்யப்பட்டது, நீங்கள் அதை வந்து அதில் வந்து வெற்றி அடைஞ்சிருக்கீங்க அப்படிங்கிறப்ப அது வந்து நார்மல், okay. But here you can't use wow, I win the match, like that, not, okay. So here you want to use hooray, I win the match. So in Tamil you can tell I jolly, like that. In தமிழில் வந்து நம்ம அந்த மாதிரி வார்த்தைகளை யூஸ் பண்ணுவோம். இங்கிலீஷில் பார்த்தீங்க அப்படின்னா hooray, I win the match, hooray, I won the match. So I win the match is the present tense, I won the match is the past tense, okay. So this is also for happy. So but the difference between wow and hooray means this is for any happy news, like that. This is for exaggeration. So if you want to exaggerate, means there you want to use wow, like that. So for alas, so where you want to use alas? So if it is a sad sentence, means, so sad means there you want to use alas. Alas means what means? So for example, I lost my flower, okay, I lost my flower. So when you are losing your flower, which is keep in your head, so if you are going to lose that flower, means there you can use alas, I lost my flower, alas, I lost my pen. ஒரு விஷயத்தை நீங்கள் தொலைச்சிட்டு ஃபீல் பண்ணுறீங்க அப்படின்னா there also you can use alas. So if you alas he died, ஒருத்தர் ஒரு துக்க செய்தி கேட்குறப்ப, இரங்கல் செய்திகள் கேட்குறப்ப there you can use alas, ஓகேவா. So if it is a sad sentence, means there you can use alas, okay. So and next one is ouch, okay. What is that? Ouch. Where you want to use that means ஒரு இடத்துல இடிச்சுக்கிட்டீங்க அப்படின்னா அந்த இடத்துல வந்து there you can use ouch. Ouch, I hit my leg on the table, I hit my leg under the table, like that, okay. I hit my leg, ouch, I hit my head, ouch, like that you can use, okay. So ஒரு இடத்துல அடிபட்டுருச்சு அப்படின்னா டக்குன்னு வந்து தமிழில் வந்து ஐயோ அப்படின்னு சொல்லுவோம். In English you can use ouch, okay. What is that? Ouch. So like that we have some exclamation words. So if you have come across these words, wow, alas, hooray, ouch, these words in any sentence, means that is called as what? Exclamation sentence, okay. For example, exclamatory sentence. These are all the example. So an example I'm going to write now. Okay, what is that? First one, wow, what a beautiful handwriting. What a beautiful handwriting. Okay, and then hooray, I won the match. I won the match. And then so like that we have some words. Okay, so these are all about types of sentences. So another one important things to identify the sentence means punctuation marks. Okay, what are they? Punctuation marks. So these are all very helpful to you to identify the sentence types. So punctuation marks. So what do you mean punctuation marks? Means, so in Tamil you can come across some vinakuri like that. Okay, for example mutrupulli, idaipulli, like that you have come across. This is it. So here also you can come across some punctuation marks. What are we have a lot of punctuation marks. So before that we want to know how do we use punctuation marks. So for what purpose we are all using punctuation marks means where you want to stop that passage while reading. Okay, நீங்கள் ஒரு இதை பற்றிய படிக்கிறப்ப where you want to stop, where you want to give a pause, where you want to continue. So like that, if you want to know the differentiation means there you want to use that punctuation marks. So for example, comma. Okay, you can come across the comma in all the passages, is it? So if you have the comma in that passage means that you want to give some pause. Okay, but if you have any full stop means there you want to give stop, then only after 1 second stop only you want to continue. So like that we have some punctuation marks. And then question marks you have, is it? So where you want to use a question mark means if it is a question sentence means there you want to definitely you want to use question marks. So these are all about that about punctuation marks. So இப்போ வந்து உங்களுக்கு என்னன்னா now for what purpose I am teaching the punctuation marks to you means ஏன் உங்களுக்கு சொல்கிறேன் அப்படின்னா you can identify the types of sentences very easily by seeing the punctuation mark. For example, if you have the dot after the sentence, if you have a dot means that is comes under as a statement. So what is the another name for full stop means period. Okay, so you can call the full stop as a period or else full stop. So that so another name of full stop is period. Okay, and then comma. So actually comma is a punctuation marks, but here if you go to the types of sentence means there is no need for a comma. Here we have the punctuation marks, exclamation marks and question marks alone. So second one is interrogative sentence. For interrogative sentence, question marks. Okay, so if you have the question marks after the sentence means that is called as a interrogative sentence. Okay, interrogative sentence. And then punctuation marks. Again the punctuation mark is a full stop. For what means imperative. Okay, imperative. Now you have one doubt, ma'am, for statement also full stop, ma'am, imperative also full stop, ma'am. So definitely you have some doubts which is statement, which is imperative. So for that you want to clarify the definition. Okay, so I have told, is it? So statement or else assertive sentence means that must be given any information to us. Okay, but if that sentence asks us to do something means that is imperative. But both of the sentence ends with the full stop only. But what is the difference here means statement tells us information, imperative asks us to do something. ஒரு வேலையை செய்ய சொல்லி அந்த வாக்கியம் இருந்துச்சு அப்படின்னா அது வந்து imperative தான் இருக்கும். ஸ்டேட்மெண்ட் அப்படின்னா ஒரு நார்மலான செய்திகளாக இருக்கும். ஓகேவா? ஸோ திஸ் இஸ் டிஃப்ரென்ஸ் பிட்வீன் ஸ்டேட்மெண்ட் அண்ட் இம்பரேட்டிவ். பட் ரெண்டு வாக்கியங்களுமே வந்து பார்த்திங்க அப்படின்னா ஃபுல் ஸ்டாப்பில் தான் முடியும். ஸோ இது ரெண்டுமே வந்து உங்களுக்கு குழப்புங்கிறனால தான் now I'm giving that explanation to you. So the next one is exclamation mark. Okay, if you have the exclamation marks in that sentence means you don't have any worries and don't have any doubts. Definitely that will be comes under as a what? Exclamatory or else exclamation sentence, like that you want to tell. Okay, exclamatory. So these are all about types of sentences or else kinds of sentences. So the most important thing about sentences means without knowing what kinds of sentence, it can't separate the sentence which is comes under as the parts of which kind of parts of speech in that sentence. Okay, you can't find. ஸோ அந்த வாக்கியங்கள் என்ன வகையான வாக்கியங்கள்னு தெரியாமல் உங்களால் வந்து என்ன வகையான பார்ட்ஸ் ஆஃப் ஸ்பீச் அதுக்குள்ளே இருக்குங்கிறத வந்து கண்டுபிடிக்க முடியாது. ஸோ ஃபார் தட் பர்பஸ் ஒன்லி ஐ டாட் த all about kinds of sentences to you. Okay, so these are all about types of sentences. Thank you so much. In my next video we will see another topic.